Well, today I finally, after all these years, I haven't taken the time to stop and tell a story about a buck that I killed back in 2008. And his name was a gray ghost. And I wanted to go back and kind of show where I killed him, how far he was from the house, where we had been seeing him. Didn't know anything about this deer until I heard neighbors talking about where they'd seen him crossing the road and different things. So his name, they started calling him the Ghost, and we had just moved out here, and we were seeing him in a kudzu patch behind my house after my son would get out of football practice. And so finally, when bow season came in, we decided to put a blind up and tried to hunt him for a couple afternoons, and he actually came in there, but he come in too late or he'd be too far. And finally, one afternoon, he came in just at the right distance with just enough light left that we actually made a great double lung shot with my son in the stand in the blind with me. Double lunged him. He didn't bleed much, but we were able to find him with my son's good young eyes, and it was a cool story. It's a neat buck. I'll show some pictures. I don't have any video footage of the hunt, but I got some trail cam pics and some pictures when we killed him. And of course, after we got him mounted, he's very unique. The deer was over 10 years old, according to Auburn University. The deer did not have any testicles, so he never shed a rack. He was only scored by BTR, by Buckmasters, because Boone and Crockett wouldn't score him because he's in velvet. He never shed. And so I had to have his antlers freeze dried. I'm going to show all that in a few minutes. I'm standing on my back porch. I shot that deer right over there in the kudzu patch, not 150 yards from the house. Walk up there and kind of show you what happened. So I'm walking up here on the hill behind my house. Of course, the kudzu's had a frost on, it's dying now. But it was good and green that day back before we ever got a frost when I killed this deer in late October in 2008. And you can see my house right there. This buck was coming off my neighbor's property, which is just right across the fence right there. You can actually see part of his house through the woods. But this is where he was coming in the afternoon. And we had the blind right back there on the back side of that patch. Right there is where he came. We had the blind, and he came off my neighbor's property right there and came out here and gave me like I said, a 20-yard broadside shot. He actually ran like right through the corner of my yard where I'm looking right now, and ran down in the woods. And I called my brother Jared to come out here and help us, and he ended up making kind of a big loop and went over through the woods, and we found him laying down there. I want to walk out here to the road and show you where a couple of our neighbors actually would be coming by at night. My mailbox is right there, and they'd actually seen him standing beside my mailbox. One of my neighbors lives just right up there. And several times over the year or two before we ever killed him, that's where people would see him just kind of crossing back and forth across the road. There's a creek right down there. And again, my house is just right there. And they literally saw him standing, you know, right beside my mailbox right here. Walk up here in the loft and show you Gray Ghost. I got my trusty partners here. Say hey, Doc, Bailey. Here's some of the deer that we've killed up here on this small property. I'll have to tell you a story about that one real quick too. But this one right here, this is him. The Gray Ghost. Double drop tines. Looks like he was found at the bottom of the ocean or something. You can tell even his physical characteristics of his face, he doesn't even look like a buck. Didn't have the big shoulders. I mean, basically like a doe with antlers. But like I said, he didn't have any testicles, and so he never shed a rack. But this thing's ridiculous thick. He has like 8-inch bases. He ended up scoring 188 composite score, and that's BTR. Now, like I said, Buckmasters was the only one that would score him officially. That's the score sheet, well, the official score sheet. Composite score 188, that's with the spread, 172 and 4/8 without. Killed in Dale County, October 29th, 2008. It's still, if you go in there and look up Buckmasters and look into BTR records, in the state of Alabama under crossbow, he's still the biggest one that's ever been killed in Alabama with a crossbow. So that's pretty cool. Here's this deer right here was also killed in this place, and this is like a 140-inch 7-point that my cousin killed, and sadly my cousin passed away a couple of years ago from cancer. Well, he's only like 35 years old, but he killed this buck on this place as well. Dang giant 7-point. And here's one of the trail cam photos that I had of him. And you can see, I mean, this thing was just crazy looking. You can imagine what in the world I thought the first time I got a picture of him. I was like, what in the hell is hanging around here? Wild. Like I said, I've been hearing stories about it, but never actually had seen him until one evening when we came home from football practice. But yeah, you can say I kind of got obsessed. My wife will probably tell you she's about ready to leave me. That was all I thought about, was trying to get this deer killed. I'm very fortunate to get the opportunity to kill something like that, and I know I'll never even see anything like that again. But again, I just wanted to share. I want to share the story. I don't think it really ever got out there in the public to anybody to be able to really hear what happened. I thought it was just such a unique buck, regardless of whether I killed or somebody else killed it. It's just something that you just don't see every day. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Obviously wish I had some good footage of him alive, but that never even worked out that way. I'm just glad to get him killed. So thanks for watching. Hey y'all, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, I just want to take the time to share that story, and also wanted to kind of take some time on these next, try to get some more videos out here in the next couple of weeks of how we have taken a small piece of property, pretty much blue collar. I mean, we don't have a lot of extra money to spend, and I'm getting some help from my buddy here. Come on, Duck. Have a seat. Can't do anything without his help. But how we kind of did it, you know, without a lot of money. We've a lot of elbow work, a lot of sweat, blood, tears to get this place the way we want it. But we've been proof that that you can make a hunting paradise out of a small piece of property. I wanted to go back, and I'll take some time. I'm gonna show some of the things that we've done with this place here, and maybe you can apply it to where you hunt. I'm by no means no expert, but I've learned some things the hard way, and I'd like to help some guys if I can. Maybe keep you from making some of the same mistakes that I did. So I'll be working on that here in the next couple of weeks. Get it out to you. Like it, subscribe to the channel, comment. Let me know what you want to see, from food plots to what we do with timber management, water sources, and everything in between. God bless, thank you, and again, this is in memory of my cousin, Brock Wofford, who lost his battle with cancer a couple of years ago. We miss you, big fella.